Madam Chair, Commissioner, Council, Assistant Council, viewers and listeners, good morning. Welcome once again to our daily proceeding. I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين إياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بالآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي وسلم تسليما بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. An eternal Father, thank you for sparing our lives to see another awesome day. This is your healing balm of Gilead. We commit today's plans into your hands. Shield us from harm and danger. Cover us with the blood of Christ. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. May I remind you that you are still under oath.
Thank you.
Can we proceed, please?
Good morning, Honorable Commissioners, Honorable Chairperson. Laheba Kujabi. Yes. Please, your address? Nemakung. Yes. Do you also have registration with GPA? For which year? Yes.
At the time I start registering my business, every year I do renew my registration.
Do you have your registrations with you?
These are a business registration. Let me bring the GBPA. That's all.
Do you have the originals?
What?
The originals.
What do you say?
Do you have? Please, we will request that you produce the originals.
Okay.
Call giving a statement
Yes.
and an additional statement. of the 23rd of September 2024. Do you have a copy?
Not with me here.
You were discussing KMC.
Yes.
From 2018 to 20. When was your first contract? When was your first?
I cannot remember actually, but I can tell you actually which year, and I cannot remember. But I cannot tell you this one come first or this one came second.
So please tell us the contracts you have been awarded.
Yeah.
Jili Fitikunda.
Yes.
What about that contracted to do?
What about?
What were you contracted to do?
I was contracted to build how many shops?
You don't have records, do you?
Hmm?
You don't have these records?
No,
How were you awarded the contract?
the contracts were awarded and I submitted my invoice, and thereafter I was called.
How much was the award? The contract sum?
The contract works
Yes.
because it's not like a full work that way I come once. It was done in bits and pieces. First, I did the stores. We refurbished the toilets. Then we upgraded the landscape there. These are some of the scopes of work we did there.
Involved in you winning or being awarded the contract? How many days it took you to complete the work, and the amount involved, and how you were paid?
Okay, upon site visits, when we arrived there, we were explained all take measurements with some fellow contractors. Then we were there. Report. We went back, so each feasibility report, and then you make a invoice already. I submitted my invoice, waiting. For the first job we did there, I think we started with the subs. We were called again. We went there, they said, okay, sit there. Then we give them, they give us a plan. Upon time, I was called that I am the lucky one. I came back, the same place, do the work. This house, we do that. Then the job was handed over. That was all.
How much was this? Over $3 million?
Yes, or around 3 million. I don't know exactly, because if I want to know exactly, that's investment or payment records that made, but I never confirmed that too, because the works we are coming like.
And this involved the construction of sheds, stores, toilet. How did you come about becoming the contractor? This particular construction.
Actually, as for me, when I did my report, I was waiting until I was called, then I was awarded the contract.
No, but you cannot just get up and of the contract in some way, maybe through advertisement, or maybe you were informed.
Okay, I get it. Upon that, you know, when I was around looking for jobs by giving our contract their contracts, then upon that I was here to do. So the time I went there, then they told us that I don't know the person definitely.
So the male or female?
It's a female person, and I don't ask the name. So I saved the contact as where he's calling me from. Arrival, I called, then I got her name. She is Nima Kamara. In department. Then I was.
So this contract was not advertised? You didn't see it in any newspaper?
No, I don't see it any.
You didn't hear it in any media outlet?
Yes.
The first?
I didn't contact them. What I did, when I started to tell the people what I'm capable of, then from there, most called me and most didn't respond. So, my CV, what I mean is like I talked to them.
Who did you talk to?
I talked to the one place, the one I met at the reception, I can say. Maybe that's the error. I don't know her. I told her, look, we are a young company, so we're looking for work, so in case number to them. And then she did so. That's why I was called.
How were you paid this $3 million?
Okay, how I was paid is like, various invoices were sent on the work. So yes. At each stage of work, when yes. Before I started work, I was given like how the invoices were presented.
Now, before you were awarded this contract, were you asked to provide any documents, for instance, that you would have been doing for this construction?
Yes, because before submitting the invoice certificates, including the GPPA registration, valid.
Yes. I mean the technical specification regarding the work that you were about to do.
Yes, there was a bill of quantity that I presented, which I was even trying to check in my system, but I hope they might have it because everything was presented to them. Yeah. Yes, my business have an account.
Which bank?
GT Bank.
Do you have a personal account?
Yes, I have a personal account.
Which to the registrar, Mr. Kamara?
Who is Mr. Kamara?
Or contractual contract with the council for this work that you were paid $3 million?
Yeah, let me clear this point before I answer this one. Which account do you need? Is it the business account or my personal account?
Both.
Both.
Yes. With answering the question.
For contract agreement, I didn't have any contract agreement.
Why is that? Did you sign any contract?
I don't sign any contract.
Now,
yes, I have some of the invoices.
Do you have it with you?
Yes, I have some.
We applied to tender 3 invoices from the first is dated 6th of December 2020. The third, 28th of October 2020, in evidence as an exhibit.
invoice dated 6th of December 2020. Invoice for roof cover sheets, Jellyfitty. The second invoice is dated the 8th of December 2020 with the description project construction of Jellyfitty Kunda market shed, 5 meters square. The last invoice is dated the 20th. Description project construction of Jellyfitty Kunda market shops, crushed floor, are admitted in evidence as exhibit LDC/LBK/KMC 002.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Kujabi, any certificate of completion?
For the not.
In process as well to compete with other possible contractors.
It was not me alone who was contacted, but it's not me alone who was contacted because I was there with fellow contractors. We all took measurements. Upon arrival, I even know that we went back, then there we submitted our invoice. But,
no, but you
we didn't sit in whereby we do the normal.
And you did not submit
process.
any bid to
What?
You did not submit any application, any is concerned, you did not compete with any individual because you did not assessment to see whether you are much more qualified than the rest. The fact. Correct?
To me, I was bidding because I have competitors.
What do you understand by bidding?
Because I can say it didn't go in the due process.
Do you have your bid document?
Competing. So when I'm competing, I take it as a bid.
Who were you competing against?
I don't know them. I just found them there. We all took measurements from there. We all scattered.
They could have been staff of the council taking measurements.
We never sit together.
Anybody. They could have been staff of council taking measurements.
I cannot confirm.
Exactly. You know you are a contractor, but you don't know about the others. The ones you found. Is that not the case?
With what I witnessed, that what I witnessed. So what I is what I said. But what I cannot. I know that I'm a witness. I'm here to tell the truth.
Yes.
Nothing. But if you could take what I'm telling you, and then I think that is.
You cannot say for sure whether they were contractors or not.
Let me tell you one thing, how we normally do.
And you can make a comment.
Okay.
You cannot tell for sure.
Yes, I cannot
whether
tell
they were
for sure.
contractors or not.
I cannot tell for sure. And for example, we went for a site visit. We will all go to the site. Taking measurement is interested for the same thing what you're looking for. So that's how it is.
But there's no tender in the part of the process. Now, aside from at the market, tiny market, the Jellyfitty market, which were paid.
I did rehabilitation works at Latikunda market.
Latikunda market.
Yes.
Involved.
Same process like how this one arrival there, I took measurements, we passed invoices.
Now, what was the work that you were supposed to do?
The work rehabilitate one of the Sokoway which collapsed at the other end, and the market. Then I was called and I was told it's an emergency work to pass invoices. So I went there, took my measurements, gave them my invoice, and give them bill of quantities of
contract.
this one planning. I was referred to somebody at the market. He's the market, I don't know, market supervisor, or he's the one supervising at Latikunda. Then I see the place, and then I tell him, okay, we'll come back to take measurements. Then I left. Later, I arranged my man, because then it's a place where we don't have much space. Then we have to know. We
Called and informed about this particular. Did they send you any document?
document of no document I can see.
Please come again.
They didn't send me any document.
They didn't send you any document.
No, a sockaway that is broken, and
Yes.
it's emergency as soon as possible, because the water from the sockaway
Yes.
is still leaking, and people are still using. So when I went there, I see everything. Then after
The amount that you have paid for this work.
okay, before telling you the foundation, when I arrived there, I tell, look, this cannot be work like this. Everything that they're using now
Yes.
would be in the new Sakaway before we rehabilitate the old one. I did that. Then after doing that, I combined the two Sakaways. Around 300,000 a year.
Was this work completed?
Every-
Given a certificate of completion?
I was not
You were not given
given.
a certificate of completion. And for both this one, you had said the only communication you had from the council was telephone communication.
Yes.
So, apart from an invoice to council what kind of work you will be doing?
I sent them sums of work measured by units and rates, still bill of quantity. But it's unfortunate, you will not get all the bill of quantity when I got works to do. So it's the same templates at times.
Do you know what a request?
Asking for a quotation.
Yes, asking is a request.
Yes.
It is as a contractor.
As a contractor.
You don't.
To my understanding.
For any contract.
You know, this thing, I can say yes or no, but what
You have already said you have not received.
What I'm trying to say here, these are long-time things.
I understand.
Even if I have, these are long-time things, even if I have it or not. But I think in the document, if there is.
But Mr. Kujabi, if you have been doing contracts for KMC or any other contract that you will receive from them, that is just standard.
Yes, but I do receive some, but not all, because as we go in,
What do you receive?
some of, into this job I did, but not all the works, I can say, because some I
Gabi,
have.
to help you, you had already said that you were called and informed that there is a job here, and you are to come, and then you.
These two jobs, I mean.
Yes, but we have a document called request for quotation. It is such that you have not received this request for quotation. You would have known if you had received this document.
Okay.
Correct? How are you paid with respect to this Latrikunda Sabji market?
Was through
Bank transfer.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the other? contract you had apart from this?
With a bay whereby I did a Sokoway again beside there. Market.
Please tell us about that one.
This Sokoway is where when this fish scale were removed and the intestine, where that trailer will stand. So it will not get into the public. So that's the nature of the job. 200,000 to 300,000, I don't know exact amount. Contract, no contract was signed.
And for the latter,
which Latikunda?
Sabili.
That is Sabili. This is Latikunda Sabili I'm talking. What I'm saying.
And there were no contracts between you and KMC?
Yes.
The other issue is with respect to the part in the tender?
Yes. 2023. Upon go and act as its sent in my bill of quantity and all what it was accepted in the tender. Then when we all arrived, opening and we all left, they said we will listen, we wait for evaluation. Later that I am the winner.
Do you have a contract? How many companies took part in this?
Maybe I will try to know some, but
you will?
When one time I took one guy's number, there is a contractor, it's a competitor. I can remember.
How many of you were present in the bid opening?
I cannot record that because I don't know how many of us were there.
The bid opening, what was the process? Who was present?
It was procurement, I think deputy mayor, CEOs, and the list goes on. I tell you this and this were there, but
we can't hear you. Please increase your voice. Increase your voice.
Department, we have the procurement. I can't remember whether the.
Where is the original document of this contract?
It's not with me here.
Document as well.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson, we apply to tender the contract agreement. An exhibit.
A contract agreement dated the 2nd of November 2022, admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/LBK/KMC/003.
Just perhaps to tell you, you took part in this bid together with Sheikh Juf Enterprise. Do you know Sheikh Juf Enterprise?
Juf Enterprise. As I said, we attended
Eco Farm Building and Construction.
We were there, but I don't know who is.
You don't know Eco Farm Building and Construction?
Eco Farm. We were there as contractors. Really, when I attended there, some of them asked, are you representing? Some will tell you I'm representing a company. Some will tell you I'm representing my company.
Mr. Kujabi, can you please speak up?
Yes. Proceed.
You did not hear what I said, or you did not want?
Say I speak to the mic.
Yes, I said you speak into the mic.
Yes, so what I'm doing, I think.
And I will not advise you the second time.
Correct. Myself. It's in relation to the Jilafiti Kunda market, where you were doing the construction of the shed, you said? Things. The Scope Enterprise, that's your company, correct?
Yes.
And Sheikh Juf Enterprise was said to have also taken Eco Farm Building and Construction. And of course you had clearly said that you do not know.
Yes.
Now, just probably maybe to put to you, I'm sure you may not know. I expect that. But
the amount I bid.
Yes, the amount that you said you can do the contract for, your invoice.
That's what's in my invoice, huh?
Yes, you know it was done in stages. Really outlined that.
Yeah.
That altogether you were paid $3 million.
Sure.
So for $126,500, we have Sheikh Juf, $430,000, and we have Eco Farm, your amount.
Okay.
Were you aware of this?
I have no idea about this
You have no idea
because
about
I didn't see their submissions.
All right. Now, was this contract completed?
Can you repeat what is contract?
Completed.
Yes, for that one, it was. I didn't have it with me here.
Can you produce the certificate of completion issued to you?
Okay, I will check.
Please write that down.
Okay, I think we have few requests. Right? The other request. On the request here, I can remember providing a bank statement and what?
You've been asked to provide a bank statement. You've been asked, GPPA as well, for the contract awarded to you by the project.
Yes.
Now back to the issue of the Ladukuna Sabiji market. How?
When you're talking, you have to be specific the work because I didn't specify. I don't know which one you're talking of.
How many?
I did 3 works there.
And then?
And
how many shockwaves?
I did, the first one is, I don't know which one comes first, but I'll tell you the number of works I did.
Yes.
So, rehabilitation and build a new trailer will be, and the third one will build stores for the vendors.
The second one? The third one?
The third one is stores for the vendors.
The market shares.
The exact number, I cannot.
Now,
completed, and there was a handing over ceremony in all the projects I did, except the subways, and it was on the media. I saw it on the media.
Were you given certificates of completion? That you were referring to. How were you paid? By cash?
Yes.
Can you please explain?
For the canteens, when to go and assess a work at Lachikunda market.
Who called you?
The Nima called me.
Nima Kamara?
Yes, when she called me, and is not funding it. It's gonna be funded by the vendors. So therefore, you will work out that with the market manager. And he gave me the number. I called. Then when I called the market manager, he tell me, okay, I am Serekunda market even. Then I went there, and the place is not congested. Then we went. Then he showed me the site. Then council to give me invoice that will show how they want to build the market, and then I tell them really this invoice cannot do the cost you, which I would like us to put there. That will be helpful. Build a sub base on the floor so that when flood come, water will not enter into the vendor shop, which I recommend. This is how I got the job from them. Then upon that, then I was told, okay, now you have to do it with Mr. Jai. So I was there, I made several invoices. But they told me that I should work with the vendors. I told them, no, me, I cannot do that. Because you people know your vendors. I cannot be more than 20, 30, 40, or 50. I cannot deal with those number of vendors.
Yes.
Yeah, so you people are familiar with your vendors. Let them come and make payment to you. Then you will give me whatever I should. So cash we are given by cash, and I issue them receipts.
Now, who was paying?
The market manager was paying.
What's the name of the?
I know him, Modunjai. The A, I never found out that.
How was he paying you?
They gave me. I have collection. I'll go and collect. Sometimes you call me twice on 2 occasions. Where are you at the market? Then I tell him how much. Then I put a receipt. The guy will go. We are at
the market.
Yes.
Let me remind you in your statement. You said the statement to the 4th of October 2020 of temporal canteens at the Datukunda Sabiji market. I remember receiving a call from KMC Director of Planning and Development, Nima Kamara. That the council wanted to construct over 110 temporal canteens at the Datukunda Sabiji market behind Kamara's office at the council to discuss about the contract details, where she gave me the sketch plan of the canteen, the necessary funds. Afterwards, Mrs. Kamara referred me to the market manager, Modu Angel. $10 for each market canteen to him. Let me ask you to be given your statement. Do you have your statement?
Yes, I have it. 24th October 2024, yes.
Where you had $400,000, is that correct?
Yes, that's
How was it paid to you?
through bank transfer.
Bank, is that?
GT, my business account.
GT?
Yes.
GT Bank. It was received through Modujai.
Yes, through.
Any questions for this witness before I proceed?
Mr. Witness,
The scope of work comprises the floor to lift the floor because there used to be water lodging and flood all the time. Yeah, those are the things we did. If I can remember, these are the structures.
were you given a design? You were given a design,
Yeah, design a layout.
structural design and a layout design.
What I was given,
Was
That's-
what? Design
not
of the infrastructure.
the physical design. Yeah.
Now, who did the architectural design?
That I think it's them. It's the planning who did that design.
Now you are saying you were given an architectural design.
Yeah. Used for that because as for me, I wanted it to be more of because presentation, and it was like then I have to continue with their design.
That there was a
Yes,
site plan.
no
We agreed.
no detailed design. That's what
No,
I'm-
no detailed design.
yeah, like you were like that. Yeah,
That was not done.
that was not done to me.
Whose responsibility was it to give?
Normally, it's the contractor who will ask for a design. No, normally is
No. Hang on a minute. The contractor cannot get a design from.
is that
Let's have it straight and clear.
okay.
Now, then in this case, who did the design?
You know, you're talking to them, but it was not used. But they have a design that is the site plan.
I still don't have it right.
Maybe I don't understand your question.
No, you are not understanding what I'm asking you. Yes.
Who did the architectural design?
Then we come to that first.
Okay, what I implemented, yes, that's what I implemented.
Based on that, you prepared a bill of quantities. Simple as that. Thank you.
Yes, statement for the one dated 2024 October. What does this entail in terms of the material structure of the temporal canteen? Do you present any document to say this is what is going to be the structure and this is what is going to be the bill of quantity for the construction of the canteens? Did you construct the 110 canteens? And what was the, when you provide us with the bill of quantities, LGC/LBK/KMC/003, what was your performance bond security for that contract?
What contract you're talking of?
And provide us with the data sheet and all the indicating documents that ought to be attached on this. For example, I'm just giving you an example of the data 3 analysis.
Okay.
All right? Please note that.
Okay, madam. Get all the requirements.
Yes.
And I believe all these requirements you're asking for.
Entity, right?
Yes.
Are you supposed to have submitted? Even if not for anything, but for reference for tomorrow. Are you supposed to keep copies?
Supposed to.
But you did not keep.
I did not do even.
In the event you cannot get them, you go to the council and ask them to give you copies.
Okay.
Of what?
Accompanied by a design. All the bill of quantities to a design so that we will know what, because the bill of quantities alone might not be enough of quantities with the design so that we can know what you've been working on.
Of the place, and I know how to do it. And through those description,
it is without a design. It's not possible. So hang on a minute. Hang on. That is not possible. Kindly provide the design. The structure, architectural structure, is not there. Kindly provide it.
Definitely site layout in which the stores should be aligned with, and the walkways. A sketch with a pen, describe everything. No, here I should have the doors here. This is the thing. This is the height and the woods and everything. That's how I
back and forth. There was either a design or there was no design. All the relevant specifications which will lead to approval. You know you cannot submit a sketch to the physical planning for approval from the physical planning.
That is the client's approval, get all the necessary documents required for his property to be built, and that's how you pack everything, you continue other things. That's how it works.
Now, let me ask you a few questions, and then we will ask you to stay outside for a while, and you probably will call back. $400,000?
Yes, they paid for same amount they paid for the canteen. That's $48,010.
How much did you receive for the 10?
I received all the payments I charged for $48,000.
Let me give you a statement.
Yes, I have a statement.
Can you please refer yourself to the statement? And
Council, I would. Statement was taken, but some of the things we are not as I said, because when it comes to numbers, they are given approximately. The dates were approximately. So we just put the dates there, but right 8,000 times 10 equals to is equals to the
it was a bank transfer.
Sorry, Mr. Kujabi. We believe that what you are telling us is very cheeky. It's very cheeky in the sense that you did, and you are asking us to calculate and give you the amount. It's very cheeky of you to respond that way.
Thank you very much. Now, do you have the statement with you?
Yes, it's here.
The canteens. The first page of the statement, the date is 23rd of September 2024. The 10 canteens. $400,000, and the remaining canteens for over 100 canteens were financed by the 24th of October 2024.
Yes, I say go for it. I'm saying at Latikunda Sabiji Market for $48,010 each.
Yes.
Regarding the payment of model of the contract,
Yes.
I received the notice in Serekunda Market. I issue a paper sheet.
Let me read, tell you the line. I am aware that KMC financed the construction. Okay. Are we there?
Yes, I am aware. Yeah.
Yes, please start.
The remaining canteens of over 100 canteens were financed by the market vendors.
So what do you...
This additional 10 canteen, I was informed.
Yes.
So then I tell them, okay, no problem. Then I have the same invoice the market vendors paid. There's already an invoice.
$400,000.
I was paid all.
The amount, $400,000, if you divide that by 10,
if you look at my statement, if you multiply this amount, you will have exact statement, because I was to want to add in I cannot, whenever so that whenever the structure is coming, everything will come up. Other works, you understand? Then that's why when I was requesting for, as I said, the years, like 2023. What?
Your GT bank account?
Yes.
Maybe you can help us so that we can ascertain how much you have received for this.
Over this document.
Please come again. Your account that you're referring to?
It's my account and this one. Okay.
Is that the account?
Yes, that's the 7848
07848
001 0001.
001.
Yes, Trust Bank.
And that is the account that this money is paid to?
Yes, this is the account.
Can you for this 10 canteens? Time, we can allow you time so that you can go through it. By your statement, the amount you would have received would have been, do you see that? Going by your statement.
Yes, going by my statement, like
Okay.
because I was when I was at the investigators, I told them
It would not add up. So if you say 10 canteens for $400,000, that would per canteen. That would not be that would not measure with your invoice, and which is Murjai paying you. Why would Murjai pay you in cash? You have a business account.
I take it and it was like the way even sometimes I have to collect money twice. Once we collect money to the market, buy material, moving. That's how we.
So you were paid. How much were you paid altogether in cash? Do you know?
Definitely. All I used to do is during the work process, and anytime I calculated every store how much it is, and I multiplied.
So altogether, if you had constructed 110 canteens, only 10 was paid for by KMC, and the other 100 by the vendor.
That's true, but
And all was through cash.
yes, but let me explain you one thing. I say 110.
Yes.
Like I said, there were at the numbers must be given. That's what I was told. I'm the one who built it. I should know the number of canteen there. I said it's over 100. They said,
Hear me out.
yeah.
So Kujabi, you have to know. You
Yeah.
cannot have contracts of this magnitude, and you would not know building that you are constructing. You have to know how. You have to know. That is just as simple as drinking water. Being an expert that you are, we will assume. So you cannot really miss the number.
The structures are there. I can go count, come
You
back.
had time. You gave your statement when? When did you give this statement? Confirmation you need to do. You would have consulted with your documents as well if you had to do that.
That's true.
Yeah. The 11th hour, and try to say you don't remember how much, when if you had been operating a refer to your file and you would know how many canteens you have constructed. Yes, more than $4 million for this canteen. The ones paid to you by KMC.
Council, yeah.
So my point is, why would
The monies were collected, and then what the money was for. That's why, because the job was like rush job. We have to do it.
What do you mean rush job?
Okay. To the market and came, the vendors need this thing urgently.
Yes.
So at times, even when payment are made, it's not me who goes and collect. I send somebody.
It does not matter in relation to performing your functions. It's not important. What is important is you are receiving money. And however you do it, if you have 10 people on the ground to make sure that things are going on well, that would not be relevant here or to anyone. What is relevant is you must know the work you have done. You must account for every dollar. And that's it. You're opening the gate for fraud.
To be frank, as you say, I'm opening the gate to fraud. I don't have the money to give anyone.
Have. Of course, you can't be paid. You were given multiple contracts, and you're not even competing with the way, because if you say that you have been called by individuals that are awarded, do you understand that? But that's not to win the contracts, perhaps, as far as you're concerned. But it was done. You even used this, was you said that had it been, it was followed, they followed due process. Were involved, but for the is it the Jilafiti?
Okay, yes.
Exactly.
So I say I did as required. I did the assignment as it was.
That is why I am not asking you questions based on the procuring organization. Is for KMC to make sure that they follow due process. Responsibility, but for the most part, they have to make sure that whoever they are in contracts on becoming of a contract, you accepted to be paid in cash.
Yes, I accepted.
And no one can trace it. But did you pay tax?
I pay what?
Tax.
Yes, I do. I do. I pay tax.
Mr. Kujabi, from your answer,
That project.
yes, I'm telling you, anyone can tell you did not pay tax. You don't even have the confidence to say yes, you paid the tax. Because if you
For this project, I didn't pay tax. Events is not recorded
your
in my
answers
account.
are very obvious. So just admit it and we move on.
It
Yes,
is not
for
it-
these canteens,
Okay.
to be specific, you did not pay tax. For the
Yeah.
Jilafita,
Events is in my account when we are at the end of the year. You pay tax.
at the end of the year, you pay tax.
Yes, or
And you know about this?
I know the withholding, but
Was 10% not subtracted from your payment?
that's true. That's
It's one thing to say I do not know about withholding tax, but if you admit you know about withholding, it should have been made. But I'm just talking about the idea that being paid in. So if you are giving Monjai any cuts, any amounts, no one would know. The planning officer that called you to inform you about this, how people will perpetuate their fraud in a very nice and civilized way. Yes, in a very nice and civilized way. This must be followed, Mr. Jan. Why are you issuing receipts to
Murunjai.
Where are these receipts?
I mean, I don't have any copy of those receipts, but
Why would you have copies?
wait.
Have you confirmed that?
I gave him receipts that I know that I gave him receipts.
Where are your receipts? You have duplicates. Where are they?
The duplicates, even if I'm at an office.
That's no excuse. My friend, that's not an excuse. Do you have a staff? Do you have staff?
Yes, we have.
How many people did you
And then some of them are working on cash.
So you know, how many permanent staff do you have?
Permanent staff.
You don't have permanent staff.
Yeah, we don't have permanent staff.
And you do not.
Yes, but I know that I have some documents with me that I am presenting. Receipts. I have a receipt book that I present.
So for the monies you had receipted,
Receipt books they were, but not all of them I could see. But that's why I didn't come
you
with
can't even have one.
one. Huh?
You can't even have.
No, not one. I can't.
Yes, I'm asking for all the receipts, Mr. Kujabi.
You cannot.
You can write it down. Unless there are questions for this witness, we want the witness to wait for us outside, and he will.
Let me just ask Mr. Kujabi, perhaps which will be the contract data, the bid security, the technical specification, notification of award. These are the documents that I want you to put there for me. Is the fact that we did realize that KMC paid for the construction of the canteens, and the vendors also paid for canteens. And if you total this amount, it will be above 10 million. Would I be correct to say that? I did not get you. Speak into the mic, please.
No, it's not up to 10 million.
Okay, now provide us with all.
Okay.
And you did indicate that there were some technical problems with this that caused the delay. Where did it emanate from? Was it from the level of the KMC, or was it from
The CAP project, because it's like it involves building a park, so which involved like growing grass and buying the soil so that.
So in essence, it is whose responsibility giving timing in,
Is
there has been some implication in the contract if it was not and there were penalties and issues that were stated in the contract. To have given the correct timing as to what was the actual time that was needed for the contract to be completed. To have given the timing of the execution of the contract.
the client's time, and the contractor find out this time cannot work too, then I have to apply. The reason, because you cannot just grow the park like that, give it to them, and it is used, everything is spoiled again, or it will be fit for use. That
yes, when you bring these documents, the area,
okay,
so that we can situate responsibility accordingly.
okay.
All right? Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. Continuation of your testimony against this, before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Relief.
Hello, Mr. Njai.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you.
Council, we may proceed.
Statement.
Yes, sir.
We'll show you it's a two-page statement.
Yes.
The date is 23rd of October 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The additional witness statement made on the is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as MAN/KMC/010.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Jai, you had for the construction of canteens,
Yes, sir. Kiosk.
chaos,
Yeah.
vendors. How many kiosks were supposed to be built the contract?
From the vendor side.
Who's to pay what? And so on and so forth. So please, you have the floor, so you can just guide us through.
The total. The vendors sponsored 86 and council bill 10.
96. How many? 86 and then?
Council
Council
paid
10.
for 10, yes, sir.
Please tell us how the process involved in or canteen and the payment mode.
Okay. Solid structure.
Yes,
There was a promise made by council to the vendors
yes,
that they will enter in after 1.5 years without action being taken, anything being done.
yes.
The market they'll want to do like how Serekunda did it. So I did general council.
Yes,
Yes, until that time when Mr. He was given my number was given to him by Nyima to call so that they can have a site visit on the president and the deputy director of planning.
yes.
From there, he came up with a BAQ which was sent to council. A meeting was agreed at that meeting, and it was the first the contractor, but it was objected. Contractor.
Who said that?
It was said in that meeting.
Which meeting?
There was the planning and the standing committee for markets at the council.
Markets.
Yes, sir.
And they said it should be paid through you
$1,010.
for the $810.
Yes, sir.
And you said it's 96. Okay.
That was council.
Mr. Kujabi said he had constructed over. Will that number be wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes, sir.
How would we know that?
60, and the balance is 30. The second phase is 36.
96.
1 to 96.
Was he given a certificate of completion to show how many?
Number, register, and the like each person who is allocated.
Vendors, Atlantic Kunda Market, phase 1. What do you mean when you said pre-finance?
Because it's been paid by the vendors and in 4 years.
So they pay every month?
Yes, it's every month. $250 monthly. And monthly, yeah, the $1,000 will be going on.
There is no cover letter. It's just a you have produced for us.
Back with a covering note attached with my signature.
I think we
Yes.
because we have different evidence indicating the.
We can do that. We can ask the witness to provide.
Yes, you can proceed.
Which Mondays that they are supposed to. As well.
Yes, sir.
Now, this 80 vendors.
86.
86 vendors.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the receipt for this?
The receipt of. Yes, I issued them receipts.
Where are these receipts?
It's with them. I give Kujabi receipts.
No, before that, the ones you have received from these people.
Yes, what I do, he prepared.
Let's forget about Kujabi for now. You have received monies.
It's with them.
Well, how about your duplicate?
Sir?
Your duplicate.
Look, this was. What he prepared was a white sheet that indicates his logo and the receipts.
Yes.
So when you come,
Correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you were supposed to receive each 40,000.
Yes, sir.
And this was done through cash transaction.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you receive money from Mr. A receipt?
Yes, I do give them. Actually, I was not keeping any duplicate. Whenever I give comes, I give him the bulk of the money. He give me
So
the
how
receipt.
do you report to council then? Through these standing committees that you have to receive money from these individuals?
They are here.
The ones that you have received, vendors you mean?
No. The ones I received from Kujabi.
Mr. Jai?
Yes, sir.
That is not accountable. How would we know?
So the invoices were attached to this. The receipt is attached. So obviously, it's from the company. Anything.
Mr. Kujabi will give you receipts?
Yes, Mr. Kujabi do give me
We have
receipts.
those receipts. Mr. Kamara? You will see Mr. Kamara later.
Yes, sir.
Also itemize all these receipts by receipt number, and then you could confirm it with him, each one separately. Do you understand that?
Noted, sir.
But what I was just trying to say, by Mr. Kujabi, the contractor.
Yes, sir.
But they do not indicate how much.
Invoice, I have it still in my office with the receipt.
Invoice is not a receipt. And to you, an invoice is not.
If the commission permits me, I can go to some of the vendors and bring it also. If
Some of them.
Yeah, all of I can.
Whatever you do to have this receipt, if you have them, then we will look into.
Sorry, let me just ask you. I am not clear about. Mr. Njai, you were giving cash to Mr. Kujabi, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, finance this. And what was the duration of the execution of one question? I asked you first, how did the vendors pre-finance?
You can come and receive the invoice, which is $48,010. You will see somebody will pay on installment until you reach at the $48,010. With a receipt. So it was paid and billed.
How did you identify the vendors? To start when there are no souls in the store.
They were brought by the vendors market committee. You know, that area was demolished. No, they did not submit. When they come, like, for example, Murjai was with the canteen, I will issue a receipt to you, and the balance will be indicated.
There are vendors that paid the whole total sum at one go, or paid half, or paid 3/4 at one go.
Some paid half. It depends on their weight.
So how long did Mr. Kujabi take to construct this?
Last August, August 2023.
Are they corrugated sheets?
Yes.
All?
All.
Council, you may proceed.
Now, my last question, Mr. Jai. So, why were you paying to Mr. Kujabi in cash? Is that the reason?
I paid him 3. He will come in the morning. If orders come, I call him. Evening, I call him. I make sure.
In cash, you can collect the payments. You have already been authorized as your concern.
My knowledge did not reach to that level. What I was just doing is the moment.
Mr. Jai, what do you mean when you say your knowledge?
Paying to me in cash, so I just make sure the moment money comes in, I call him to collect his money.
How would we know?
So my integrity and dignity is more than that. That's why I said maybe my knowledge did not reach to that level. That was why whenever money comes in, I call him because it's not my money.
Now, Mr. Njai, you said 10 chaos were that cannot be true based on what you have said in your additional statement, which was funded by KMC and gave them out to vendors. They paid out that because this is the amount that these other vendors, the
temporal canteens, they paid $48,010. Now, 10 kiosks that are built by council are paying $1,250.
Yes.
Because the full rent. Now those who pre-finance are to pay $250 until they recover their 48.
They are paying this amount now. They are paying for the cost of the building of the chaos.
The 86.
The 10.
Yeah, but that's the tariff for all of them. Because those people did not pay a penny. But those who...
How much did KMC pay for this 10 chaos? How much KMC paid for those? You are the market manager.
Yes, I'm the market manager, but where they make this...
You mean to tell us that you don't know how much was expended by the council?
The director.
So you did not ask him?
Actually.
How much?
No, he said $48,010, and I did not ask him, but that's what I expect because it's the same structure. There is no difference. It's the same standard of
So, you were telling the commission that you didn't ask him that.
The
and you don't
contractor?
know. Yes.
No, I did not.
So you don't know. 14.
No, what I can say here is I don't know simply because where the
decisions made at council.
so what I
I
expect.
am telling you, you as the market manager, you dealing with for him to build the ones that the vendors were pre-financing. You did not ask him how much council paid. No, so that is okay. So we would for us to, or do you have a witness that we can take for 10 minutes?
Yes, we have one. We have Mr. Abdullah Kamara.
Yes, sir.
Place your envelope on the table. Pardon? You can place your envelope on the table. Okay. What is your religion? I'm a Muslim. In which language do you want to make your testimony? I want to do it in Mandinka. For everybody to hear. And then repeat after me. I'll speak the truth. I will speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And nothing. Until the witness is sworn, I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can you proceed?
Your full name?
Ako sign memo itoni kono.
Occupation?
Ako muna bitala dogo, ikam neke.
Ntemu wa falla tilata kunda marché kono.
Jislal mun bejam. Coming for investigators.
Ha, atinu ne.
Yes, I do.
You signed it.
Ha,
yes, I did.
He will give you the statement.
Ako sign te ku kelamba di la kama before walemba for. Yes, this is the very statement.
We apply another statement to the witness.
Okay, I better that.
Is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/AC/001.
Ask the commission, please. Now, there was a period.
Combined with GRTS, have they taken the same mark? They have 4 minutes, you can.
Yes.
Kantingol membe je inata ko kantingol lo wala ka dogu. Membe la na marso fa.
How many canteens were constructed?
Ako sa nikum kantingel
Abemu 96 lete.
Very well.
96 new ones.
Ako kutama le
96.
Ako para me ya lo me nga dogu mem contract ti boy mem ko jam ako ay mel lo je wotam na
Ye mello je atamita 96 lete. Ala ele ning sa understand ka mefo.
Ako ha wotam bita ite men hay ma wala 96 ako sia tawti.
Nko le fote comme
said earlier on, the completed canteens are 96.
Well, 96 for 14 number.
They are there, depending ones are there. Probably I can't tell exactly the amount. Yeah, the last just finish it.
By the same contractor? Do you know this contractor?
Ako ya Marilon never contractor.
Member Akananu la kunda marse otole ay sokwe do be jinu ko kono through that ngalo.
Well, yes, it happened at a time that there was a Sokwe problem. This was how or the time I came to know him.
Market committee here.
Yes, we do.
This project.
It's a convenient point to stop. We will come back.
You may
write.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back, that you are still on the oath before to Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Chairperson. Yes, I had asked Mr. Kamara.
akoni hakilo ba kan dan bita num break la nyin karo membe num wala mu ko atolu bari
Alhamdulillah men ketaje ya place men ya lon ko abeje brebe building ba
it happens on the inauguration of this. So this was the time we the committees had together with other vendors to have the agreement of how, although it takes a long time,
mentara for sanji kilininto wala sanji fulafan
nearly 2 years,
imalo
it wasn't that the agreement or the discussion that we did is now having a long time without, because they are the people who have been moved from the said place. All the vendors observed that the agreement was not been done, so we met as a committee till we get the agreement and we installed the said contents therein.
KMC or the contractor?
Alia signalé aning council tema wala aning contractor tema.
Document signed.
We did not sign any contract document. We discussed.
Until at our level.
Very well. At our level. This was a proposal given to us.
Vendor Solbulo.
And it was taken to the market manager. When we were told is to proceed to the management so that we can discuss.
Committee natata market manager.
The committee went ahead. We went to the market.
But
right now, I cannot be able to tell you anything concerning that.
I
think there is a committee special for the markets. Came back to us.
Then I agreed in terms.
Then this is how we get the agreements.
So the agreement is that
Albenta kanto wolem ko atolu ning ali kodo dundi ning contract kodo.
How will KMC recover their money? Or what is the arrangement with respect to this pre-finance?
They are going to get their monies?
Yes.
Vendors will
for the work to happen. This is the intention they have when they get into their cantons. To council every month, that will be your rent fees. They should be paying 1,250 every month.
Bare sayin ben nakodo sot la nyaadele ya jakko woto sayin kariyo karen gandal be wili kilin chemel fula tallulo jola albe wili
over our monies. So this is how we discuss, and now we finalize that every month, instead of paying what is left, the balance.
wobe murle tele kan pour ile foyle maybe 4 years.
That will be given to you for the monies that you contributed, although.
Now, for 4 years, that would be less than the.
Akoni ajuwe sanjinani wabekela wuli tanani ani sei. Ako I want it to be, you say that will be less than what?
It will be less than the amount that they spent.
Ako what idea
10 that KMC built.
Hakilo fango belo mento wale mo wo kanten tangolu mi ya
Was do you have vendors who occupy this tent?
Ako
yes,
there is. Or
now,
there are.
What was the arrangement?
Exactly how they allocated their.
But ngamen understand je wala mu ñenti ko. Me ya lon ko man ko di dunde pour ka kantingo jo.
Anybody who does not contribute for the cantings,
pour que la kantingo de day fayé.
To make the monies that you're supposed to pay to council, that is 1,200.
Because council level do.
Nothing will be returned to you.
Any questions?
First pay this pre-financing.
Environmenti wolem ko atolu afrila wala vendo sol mem ko do jo nyaadi le.
Yalo mo la soto bulo ma soto.
Some people they do come whatever.
Ikola samba ka jo fo jande la kantin e be kodo ni sono abejo.
Some of them they just got the monies at the time and they paid at once.
Ndo ibe la kantin la kodo soto kan month every month.
That is how we pay these monies until some of them are back at their
Mr. Njai, or they pay direct to Mr. Njai?
Ako sai ni molu ni be kodo jola foi ka dung ite famo be sirite it pass through the manager
aita contractor ya
then to the contractor.
So people don't.
No.
So the 40. When are these to be completed?
Ako sang ifang ya fojane ko kantin tan ni na.
Ala chidita la do ko ba kanne ngamira wo fam amang wati.
I think the work is in process and I think it is not going to take long.
Is this financed by
the depends bank for council depends.
Vendors are
the vendors expended.
So why did it take the vendors so long when these other ones were finished?
Ning nyindo alio do ko alia bang.
When one phase is completed,
many bejang.
Those who are on the other side.
Alio fanama.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Is Mr. Modunjai Njai coming back?
As the last witness before we recall the
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Please, welcome to this Commission of Inquiry. Can you speak into the mic?
Yes, thank you.
What is your religion?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to mention? Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Raise your right hand, raise it and repeat after me.
Sincerely
and truly declare
and
affirm that evidence
the evidence
I shall give
shall be
the truth,
the
whole truth,
the whole truth.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Can we proceed?
Yes, Mr. Jammeh.
I am Lamin K. Jammeh.
What is your address, sir?
Bakote Ward Councillor. From there to Farfany Secondary School, then to Muslim High School. After my O-level, I briefly went to GTTI. And from there, I went to MDI. This was in 2019, 2021.
You had given a statement and an additional statement, is that correct?
So, yes, it's correct.
Just to discuss this issue regarding the main market, that Sabji market. Do you recall this?
Yes, so.
Contract?
Yes, I am the markets committee here.
Yes, so please explain to us how you contract and the amount involved.
Thank you. Initially, we intend to this particular company, and the contract period was 2 years, and the 2 years approached the council that if they can be given the opportunity so that the space there would be demarcated among them and they build it on their own. Hence, they've a bad idea, but how do we go about it? Because we want those structures to be in a uniform manner so that the design has to be there to guide what kind of material. We've discussed over it, and we've agreed that yes, we give it to the vendors. And the planning to develop a plan for it on their own. So the other time, so after that, we relay this information through the manager, informed them that yes, the design is done and this. So they've agreed. The cost was 40,000 fund it. So, but coming of the contract, that is an internal arrangement between. This has never come to the General Council, and this has. We've told them this is what we want to see, and this is how channel between the vendors and the management.
Okay, since you have touched on that, let's just discuss it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So the contract, Mr. Baji,
yes.
Scope Enterprise.
Yes, I came to know that later.
When?
Design was sent to the contractors. That's the planning department to identify a contractor who can do it for them. but that's out of our consent.
But just to clear something, the vendor is correct?
Yes.
And then council recovered.
Council is recovering, yes.
The amount would have been 1,250.
Yes.
Was that $1,000 was to be? Yes. Do you have this information at the time?
Very well, yes.
Have been constructed by the council itself.
By the
council, they financed this.
Full ownership of the canteens after 4 years, when the deduction will pay the full rent to the council.
Yes. So in effect.
So when that happened, that is why you pre-finance. The contractor build it. You occupy it. At the end of the 4 years,
rent monies are being deducted. If you have to pay 1,250,
was when they finally pay everything, then everything goes back to council.
Per canteen is how much?
$48,010.
Yes. Each of them will have to pay this in full.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Very well.
And they were supposed. So now instead of paying 1,250, they will be paying 250. The $1,000 is?
Will be paid to the council or will be deducted from their advance payment.
Exactly.
Yes.
So which means it is still the money of council that was used to pre-finance. That is supposed to be the idea. That you put your money first and we will reimburse you. However, it is now is one contractor was identified. It was not subjected to any form of fair competition. And then that you have been charged by the contractor is actually the market price.
Anyway, knowledge at that time, and it's not the responsibility of my committee. I'm not a contract committee member. And secondly, this is an arrangement to identify this particular contractor. It has not come through the General Council to identify this particular contractor.
Do you think it was
money?
Is their private money?
Yes, individual vendors, their money.
So
at the time of construction, yes.
It is theirs?
Yes.
And they still have to be deducted $1,000?
Yes, when they...
More.
No.
But as long as they are paying it?
They own it.
Why would you pay for something that you own? Pay for something that you own?
They paid upfront and is deduction going on. When deduction is complete, they will not own it.
Why would you?
After 4 years, after all your deduction is council's property.
Yes.
Yes.
Why will you be deducted for something that is supposed to be yours?
Supposed to be yours, but not yet yours.
It's not yours?
Not yet yours.
Not yet yours.
Yes, if I am personally to take decision, yes.
Okay. So since you maybe will also ignore that part as well.
Thank you.
Now, how many canteens were constructed?
To make Mr.
Are not
owners of this canteen at any point in time an equitable interest in the canteen, not a right, not a legal right. They own the land. They own the land.
Yes.
Legally.
Yes.
So the vendor to occupy it.
Yes.
So it's not a right that they have.
Yes, because
so they were just given a right. The reason why council is telling you that council paid for this collection that was being done to Modunjai from money was disbursed for the purpose of building this.
I was.
No, let me finish. We are trying to explain what we see on record. You understand? You have clearly said that pass through your committee. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. So now we are telling you what we saw on record.
Okay.
Kanifing Municipal Council built this, you understand? Now it's money through the vendors paying through the payment for the purpose of the building, for the purpose of the building of the.
I was not aware that the vendors are paying to Mondia. That is an internal arrangement.
Now we are telling you because.
Yes, excuse me.
Yes, no, listen. Morinjai just work. That is what has been happening. Right? But what the council is telling you are two different things. From what is happening and what has happened are two different things. Right? You may not understand entirely what has. These canteens, they cost 4 million. Let me give you the total cost. The cost canteens is 4,128,800 for the setting for the building of the 86.
86, yes.
Right? And we had a different evidence from just left, who is the chairman of the committee. So it is the entire amount for the contractor to construct these kiosks.
Anyway, what I know is KMC only costs $8,010, according to what we've agreed at that meeting. So $8,010 per canteen. So when we said KMC to construct 10, so
which means KMC expended $480,100. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, Chair. For us, the lawyers, I wasn't going to worry much about with the witness financing, because if you say pre-financing, it presupposes that, or it's very clear that you are only. If the one vendor is paying $48,010, and instead of paying, and so the money is that you had paid for initially was the pre-financing, which council got back. So it's just have to be there for 4 years.
Yes.
Exactly. So basically, it's council's money, but if the witness doesn't have the capacity to understand that.
The issue is there is double standard in this contract, because there is pre-financing and yet still, so there should be a reconciliation to see at what point in time did the market manager receive the entire to do the pre-financing, or was it KMC that provided the 4.2 to build the structures and they are now deducted?
And the finance director will have to understand. We share the same opinion, Madam Chair.
The arrangement between the markets manager and the contractor and the vendors is not to our knowledge.
No, what I am saying is
whether they pay into Mondia and came.
Now, he was collecting these monies from the vendors. To do so by the committee.
By the
committee?
No, he would say council, but not that arrangement may come from the administration. But at the council level, at the committee level, all what is discussed, vendors, and this is the amount and this is the design.
Now you are a member of the committee and the chairman. council?
Yes, I am.
So now you can talk from both sides.
Yes.
Was he instructed by any? The other issue, is there any property Mr. Njai collected from these vendors, and how much is paid to the contractor and the mode of payment? No.
So I would not know whether audit is taken care of or not.
Or not.
Please. I've been
recovered.
Anyway, what I know is the structure is built, and we went there, we've seen that was handed over was 96 then.
96. You know there are outstanding ones, there are ones that are not complete, there are others that are not complete. Do you know about that?
Yes, the total empty space was done.
Yes.
There are these space in. So they said the market management said they're going to look for space for those people, move them, and build.
What is is it complete or not complete still?
Yes, and we have not been informed that they are done.
Now,
to look into the internal operation of the market, that is the sanitation, the structural part, the security side, on the revenue.
At times. Why at times?
Yeah, because there are people, there is a unit when we feel there's a need.
And what is this department?
The finance department.
No, the finance department is not. But these committees, they all have their own.
Committees only act on necessities.
Let me finish. There are specific mandate. So the market committee, if it is not your mandate to look, now I'm telling you, what do you look at when it comes to the finances of the market?
At times, and when we ask the vendors who are occupying the shops, they will tell you. So yes. We take it up, and
that's in Serekunda.
Serekunda, yes. So General Council, and I request for general revocation of every allocation at Serekunda. To the occupants and the original owners, so increase the amount by few percent. Those who were paying, and this make impact because those people, they take canteens. Some are in America, some so on. They're sitting at home, rent it out at 60,000 per annum, where council give it out at $600 per. So we increase it a bit, and those who are paying are also safe from that high expenses, and council also income generate increase. Serekunda, from Serekunda we went to Latrikunda, and we do it across the board.
Yes, but who do that they do not know that that's happening?
Anyway, we get the brief from the markets management that
you cannot have what you are saying. It cannot happen without the knowledge of the
Yes.
And so, if it is going on for a very long period of time, it must happen.
2019 and 2019, the same year, exercise hit, and 2020 January 1st, it's operational.
But there a very up-to-date information or data about this?
In order to be in control of the revenue of the markets, and this was very difficult to get. We've one time started to the markets. We've done Serekunda, we've done Latrikunda, and I think Bakau. So it's not that much. So we are on 8, but I don't think of KM.
So the answer is no.
The answer is no. It's not available.
The council was losing so much money people are benefiting when the council was supposed to have benefited, and you took an action and all the chaoses, so that you as the chair, you will be able to know this is what Serekunda market is generating, and this is hygienic and is user friendly.
To be honest, we are on is gradual because you know, whatever you start, you must have obstacles along the line.
Can you provide us with the information of the ones that you are doing? Information. Yes, the reason why I said you put in paying continuously, you can replace them with indigents who work and earn a living.
It's very important. I really appreciate
The market committee, do you have access to these internal audit reports?
No.
You've never had access
No.
to committee chair?
No, because I've never received any query of such directly to the committee.
Because every department has its own role. The internal audit is there too.
At a time, we don't know that is within our cadre of responsibilities to ask.
Okay. Now, let me just tell you what some of the 1st January to 31st March 2021. For instance, you have on page 4, it says, just give me a minute. On page 7, it says summary of audit finding. And 30, the total amount of tickets valued 3 million. Books sold 292. You have a total amount of tickets sold 2 million, which amount is $380,000 the value. So do you know whether this was at any point recovered?
Anyway, I only heard about it during this committee called here through their testimony. I heard about this.
Yes.
And secondly, I think this should be through the responsibility of the accounts committee, not the market.
The area council?
No. Of course, markets have their responsibilities.
No, if
accounts books and the money coming in and the money going to the account and the money going out of the accounts is their responsibility.
Everyone is supposed to talk over me.
Okay.
That's why whenever you start talking, I have to keep quiet. When we have these various committees and these departments.
To my understanding, no.
Okay, let me rephrase that. What I mean by your functions overlap is because they are primarily in charge of accounts.
Yes.
But you have the accounts committee as well. Committee, you are responsible for the daily management of the market.
Sure.
Of course, there is a manager, all that. But the market committee should know what is happening in the market on a daily basis. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So, for instance, if every month, it should be your concern.
Yes, we when such things came to our notice, we normally contact the compliance department to go in for the books, whether the number of books collected, number of books disposed, and the balance. That is not to our notice, to be honest.
Now, get books that were not accounted for, and the amount is $380,000. We also have, for instance, same page 7, it says total number of permanent canteens in all markets is 828. Is that number verified?
Anyway, unless I verify.
You don't have the data?
No.
Total amount of
Please add the temporal kiosks that are built in all the markets.
Yes.
Yes, and the value would be $848,350.
How?
For every ticket book.
Okay.
700. Already been asked to verify this. Now, total amount of temporal canteens.
Okay. In areas. This was when?
For January to 31st March 2021. 1,785,300. Question is, why would there be an area for these canteens?
Anyway, that I cannot attest because as the committee here, I found out that there are areas and we strategize through the to reinforce to make sure these areas are collected, and this was done to plus in the markets in 2021. These are news to me.
Now, were they enforced? Do you know? Was there any enforcement of the collection of areas? These are areas in the first place.
No, I said these are news to me.
Serekunda market, for instance, where you have the market master as the Musafal.
Okay.
Says the total number of ticket books collected for the period. The value is 1,490,000. The total amount sold is $125,240,000. Do we know?
I think the line directories, the finance department should have bring this audit report, and the individual or committees are not contacted. I don't think there is any way.
But that is a fact.
I would only request if I knew that is happening.
I agree with what you are saying.
But we can adjust from now henceforth. Every quarter we can request from them.
Anyone in the department?
The only person I know there was Basiru Njai.
Currently?
Yes.
Do you know why it is important to not even know whether these are arrears or they are not monies that have been paid but then not declared? The entire audit report for the period 2020 tickets more than they need. For instance, on page 3, indicates that the average daily ticket consumption value stands at 35,000 maximum. Collectors will be unnecessarily in custody of excessive amount of tickets at their disposal. The Serekunda market holds unaccounted excess amount of suppression of revenue. Do you see this?
Council, are you talking about the daily fees receipt or the GTR book? Two kinds of receipts issued in the market.
Okay, tell us please.
Those who are on rent and so on,
yes,
pay monthly. They are issued with receipts.
Yes.
And the daily fee, that is the $10 is ticket books.
Yes.
Normally, the market collectors or the market master or whosoever goes direct to the accounts department You should surrender the same amount of money before you receive another books again.
I agree. There is a concern of the auditor. The idea they are supplying these managers or masters more than they need.
But Mr. Council,
You don't want to not very serious?
it's serious.
Why do you not want to use the word very serious?
Serious is enough. It's very high.
Exactly.
The degree is very high. Serious, when you use the word serious, the degree is high.
Very high. Let me go on, and you will see the other findings as well. It says the average daily ticket consumption is $17,000 is maximum. Now, which means that the excess amount of the tickets worth $364 is 90 brutes, which again, in the opinion of the internal auditor, poses a high risk of suppression. For instance, they were supplied than they need. They only need $10,000 is maximum, $10,800 is. They were supplied with a value of $116,135. Yes,
and they are supplied with?
Let me read for you word for word.
Yes.
Says 10,000 maximum. These are the words of the auditor.
Yeah.
This means that the secondary market holds an unaccounted excess amount of tickets worth 116,000 suppression of funds or revenue.
That is Martingale.
Yes. So for all these markets, Ibo Town needs Abuko market. It says $675 value of tickets. It can be sold and it's not accounted for. The amount they should have, this is outrageous. Do you see why I'm saying?
Me?
Yes.
And I know my committee members may also believe. So, we have never been privy to such informations.
Yes, 675, 2,600. It says this means that the 920 dollars. This goes on. Total lending market. They need $9,000 maximum. Swang market. 2,960 unaccounted. So you see,
all this is happening, and the auditors flag it to the management.
Yes.
What was the management response? Because this has never been brought to our attention.
Something contrary to that. The internal audit department, they testified here, and they explained how they were subjected to, if there's any. Management said that on the part of the cash books, further clarification, the market manager accepted that canteen cash books were maintained, but the daily fees cash book records were not properly maintained. The records for daily fees was shifted from manual to the current staff experienced difficulties about it and to address it. As a result of the lack of understanding of the new system, both the accounting staff and the auditor could not do their duties as expected. They are
so though there are lapses, but if it is not to our notice,
Jam, and I had agreed with you. Where I just disagree with you is that at least for going information,
agreed.
You may request. I didn't say you are the one who. Side committees should be more proactive because the level of exposure to fraud is so high.
What was the question?
I think I had everything is being transcribed, so I think I had you say short. Is that the other issue is let's say I believe your statement. Let me ask that you begin. We could not show you your statement. Please go through it, both the.
Yes, these are my statements.
Thank you. We apply to turn the statement to the witness and the additional statement into evidence as an exhibit.
The statement of the witness are marked as LKJ/KMC/001. Point to stop.
Thank you.
We will proceed tomorrow.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Mr. Jame, thank you so much for coming. So we'll see you tomorrow to finish up your